Okay, so how are you guys today? Good. So I'm gonna go over some rules before we get started. The first rule is keep your hands to yourself. We don't want to be touching other kids unless it involves that in the game, so just keep your hands to yourself unless the game calls for that. The second rule is be respectful. So you want to be listening to the rules that I'm telling you guys, and I need you to also be respectful of your surroundings and the people playing the game with you. And the last one is be a good sport. So are we going to cry if we lose? No. We're just be a good sport and continue on and keep playing and give your best effort. Okay. So we're going to be using two muscles in our lesson today. Can anyone tell me where they think their calf is? Their calf, does anyone know? Ariana? Not in your mouth. April? Not in your throat. Vivi? Exactly, it's right here on the back of your leg. So can everyone find that on the back of their leg? Right here is your calf muscle. Good. So the next one we're going to be working with is our thigh. Can anyone tell me where they think their thigh is? Eddie?
In your throat?
Not in your throat. Alejandra? Perfect, right here. So your thigh is the upper part of your leg on the back. So can everyone do their thigh? So it's not up here, that's your glute. Your thigh is right here. Perfect. So those are the two muscles that we're going to be working with today. So I'm going to go over the eight locomotor movements. So these are movements we use in everyday life that helps us get around. Different ones we can use. There's 8 of them. There's walking, running, leaping, jumping, hopping, galloping, sliding, and skipping. So in the activity we're going to do first, our warm-up activity, I'm going to have you guys on this side of the basketball court. So our boundaries are going to be these 4 lines all the way around, so just this half of the basketball court. And I'm going to be calling out a locomotor movement. So if I say walking, you guys are going to be walking in the perimeter of the second half of the basketball court. And when I say freeze, you're going to stop with your legs bent and spread apart until I say a different locomotor movement. So are we going to be bumping into everyone, or are we going to be going straight and clear path? Good. So we're not going to be bumping into everyone. You want your eyes focused so you're not bumping into people walking. And you're going to, when I say freeze, you're going to stop with your legs bent apart. Okay? Can anyone show me what walking is? So go ahead. Perfect. So that would be walking. Good. Go ahead and have a seat. Can anyone show me what running would look like? Ariana. Good. Perfect. So that's running. Can anyone show me what leaping is? Leaping? Does anyone know what leaping is? Kyle? That's not leaping. Does anyone know what leaping is? No? So a leap is like this. So you're going to start with your back foot and leap. So you're going from your back foot and shifting your weight onto your front foot. So, can anyone show me jumping? JJ? Good. So your feet together and you're jumping up and down and using your leg muscles. Anyone can show me hopping? Hugo? Hopping. Kyle? Good. So that's hopping. What about galloping? Martin. Good. That's a good example. So galloping is like this. So you bring your front foot down and you bring your back foot up to meet it, and then you gallop. Does everyone get that one?
Yeah.
Okay. What about sliding? D'Anthony. Good. Perfect. So you're just bringing your front foot to meet your back foot. And then the last one is skipping. Can anyone show me skipping? Vivian. Good. Good. So you're bringing your front foot up, back foot up. using these 8 movements, and I'm gonna call out one, and you're gonna be doing it in this big square. And when I say freeze, what are you gonna do? Freeze. So you're gonna stop with your legs bent to what? Apart, and freeze until I call the next one, okay? So let's all get in the square and spread out. And remember the line boundaries that you're staying in. So we're in this boundary. This is the boundary right here. So we're on this side.
Can you do it?
Yeah, except for jumping and skipping.
Just do it. You
And
can.
Leah. So we're staying in this big green square. So I'm gonna call out a locomotor movement, and you're gonna do that movement until I say what?
Freeze.
Freeze. Good. So we're staying in this green square. So you're not going past this line. You're staying in the square. So the first movement I'm gonna call out is jumping. So you can move around. Good job, Ariana. So she's staying with her knees bent, ready to go. Martin and Lupe, make sure you're staying inside the boundary so you're on the outside of the line. Walking. Good. So Eileen's staying with her legs bent down, perfect. Sliding. Freeze. Make sure you're staying in the line. Perfect. Okay, we're gonna do one more. Let's do skipping. Okay, perfect. So now I need you guys to sit over here behind this line. Okay. And I'm going to explain the activity we're going to play. Perfect. So we're going to do a girls team and a boys team. And I'm going to have the girls be UCLA and the boys be USC. So those are 2 different college universities. So we're going to do UCLA and USC. And when I call your college name, I'm going to have one team on this line and one team on that line. And when I call your name, you're going to run to the opposite line. So if I'm saying USC, USC is going to chase UCLA and try to tag them with 2 fingers. Can everyone hold up 2 fingers? So are we pushing or hitting or shoving? No. We're tapping them with our 2 fingers on the back. Exactly, just like that. So I'm going to have you guys line up on this line. So I'm going to have girls on one side, boys on the other. So boys come on this side of the line, girls come on this side of the line. You guys need to be listening so you can hear the rules. Make sure you're on the line. So what happens is, wait, you guys need to listen. Perfect. So when I say USC, that means you guys are the taggers. So the girls are going to try to run to this green line without getting tagged. If you do get tagged, you go on the opposite team. So girls, if you get tagged, you then are on the guys' team. So then if I call UCLA, the girls are the taggers and the guys have to make it to that green line over there without getting tagged. So raise your hand if you're USC. Right. Raise your hand if you're UCLA. The girls. Good. So when I'm calling your name, that means you're the what? Taggers. Good. Okay. Wait, so you guys need to be on the line. I don't know why you're so behind the line. So I should, so boys back up and girls come forward. It should be how the boys are right close to the line. If I say any bad behavior, the first thing I'm gonna do is a warning. The second thing I'm gonna do is have you take a breather and sit out until you can get it together. And the third time I have to talk to you, you'll be out. Got it? Got it. You can? Okay, perfect. So everyone make sure your shoes are tied so there's no tripping. And raise your hand when you're ready.
I'm ready.
Okay, so be ready. You can't, if I see your foot in front of the green line, you're gonna be disqualified. So be behind the green line. Okay. So when I call your team's name, if I call that name, you are the taggers. And the other team's trying to make it to the green line behind them. Ready? UCLA.
Oh, shoot!